Lovely. So sitting down in the center of your mat with your legs crossed right in front of you. I want you to shrug your shoulders back and down. Take a lovely big deep breath in through the nose and out. Shrug the shoulders up, back, around and down. Allow the shoulder blades just dripping down your back into your back pockets. I want you all to take your left hand out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, take your right hand right up to the sky. Soften your elbow and lean right down onto that left side. Breathe in. Breathing out, push through that left hand all the way back up into sitting. Good. Let's go to the opposite direction. Breathe in. Breathing out, tracking that thumb right up, straight up to your ear. Soften that right elbow and right down onto that side. Breathe in. Breathing out, push back through the hand, down to the floor. Good. Let's go. We're picking it up now. A breath each side. Good. Breathing out and reach. Breathing into the center. Breathing out all the way over. So what we're doing here is we're elongating through our trunk. So you should be able to feel the space between your rib cage and your pelvis opening up a little bit. Good. Breathe and reach. Good. Breathe and reach. Good. All the way over, 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 over. Good. Breathe. All the way up to the top. One more either side. Let's go all the way over to that left side. So reach with that thumb, leaning down into that elbow, elongating through your trunk. Good. Breathe in. As we push, hand to the floor on the right, reach right up to the ceiling, all the way over. Breathe in. Breathing out, push back up to sitting. Excellent. Can I get you to bring both knees up to your chest now so that they're pointing straight? Then I want you to tip them down so that they're going towards the left. So both knees are pointing in the same direction. Good. Your left hand is going to come out to the side and your right hand right over onto your foot on this side. Take a deep breath in here. Breathing out, I want you to track your thumb right up, same position as we had gone to. Your bicep is coming to your ear. Then you're softening through your left hand and you're reaching right over. So if at all possible, try not to rotate your entire body down towards the floor. We're just coming straight over. Good. Breathe in here. And out. Rest here. If that's too much pain on your shoulder, you can come all the way down flat. Breathe in here. And out. Breathe in here. Push back up to sitting. Right hand back to your foot. Take your knees up to the center and drop them all the way down to that right side. Good. So left hand coming over onto your left foot. Your right hand is here over on the floor. The further away that we put this hand, the more stretch we're going to get. Okay, so if we go all the way away and then we reach up and over, we're going to get way more of a stretch. Good. Take a deep breath in here. Breathing out, try to relax and soften your shoulders. Reach your left hand up to the sky. Soften your right elbow as you reach all the way over. Your bicep is resting right on your ear. I want you to breathe into that space between your rib cage and your pelvis now, opening up that rib cage. Open up that space in your back. And out. Good. Breathe in. And out. Same goes with this side. If that's too much pressure on the elbow, straighten out that elbow. Good. Breathe in here. Breathing out, I want you to push all the way back up. Hand resting down on your foot. Take those knees back up into straight position. Tip them down now so that we're going all the way to that left side and we're coming over onto all fours. Good. So hands under our shoulders on both sides. Knees under our hips on both sides. I want you to take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, we're going to go nice and slow through the entire range. So drop your belly down to the floor. Shoulders come up, head comes slowly up. Good. Breathing out, chin slowly drops to the chest, shoulders coming down. And work with each segment as you flow through it. Good, breathing in and down. Excellent. Breathing out, slowly up through the back, middle back, upper back, chin slowly drops to chest. Super, breathing in. Fill your lungs with air and then slowly breathing out. Chin down. Let's do 2 more. So slowly down to cat and camel. Good. Resting the toes if you want, or you can keep them tucked in under you. Good. Breathing out and up. And 1 more. Breathing in. And all the way out. Good. Take your knees back ever so slightly. I want you to tuck your chin into your chest like you were with cat and camel. So we're humping all the way back up through the movement. Coming from here, I want you to push through the heels of your hand, elongate through your body and bring yourself and your bottom all the way back onto your heels. Breathe in here. Breathing out. Pull through those hands. We're coming all the way up. We're lowering through our pelvis as we come all the way down into extension. Good, breathing. So coming right up into that hump, chin drops to chest. So what we're doing here is we're allowing our spine to come from full flexion to full extension. So slowly and gently through the entire range. So if that's too uncomfortable for you, I want you to drop your body to the floor and then come slowly up onto elbows. Good. So if you can tolerate full extension and full flexion. So full flexion is down here in child's pose. Breathe in. Breathing out, hump right up through the movement. Then change your body into extension. So dropping the pelvis down to the floor, straight through the arms, head comes to the sky. Breathe in. Breathing out, let's go back, lifting the bottom, tailbone all the way back to your heels. Good. Breathing. Good, flowing through it, lovely. Allowing that pelvis to fall to the floor. Arms are extended. Chest and chin are high to the sky. Breathe in. Breathing out and back. Lovely. Breathing all the way forward. Now this time, we're going to lower ourselves slowly to the floor. So I want you to lower through your elbows all the way down to the floor. Hands resting by your chest. Allow your feet and your legs to completely relax. Tucking your head down, breathe in. Breathing out, let's push back into extension from here. Keep your bum muscles completely relaxed. Breathing in and down. Breathing out and push. Breathing in and down. Good. So slowly peeling your body off the mat. I want you to keep your elbows tucked in. If that's all that you can tolerate on your elbows, that is completely fine. If you can come up into a little bit more extension, come all the way up. Good. Breathing in and down. Lovely. Breathing out as you lift. Breathing in as you lower. Please try not to hold your breath in any position. We're trying to relax the muscles here. Breathing out as you lift. Breathing in as you lower. Excellent. Hands by the chest. Push from there up onto all fours. Keeping your knees tucked in under your hips. Hands under your shoulders on both sides. I want you to take your left hand behind your head. Take a deep breath in as you drop your elbow on your left side towards your right elbow. Breathe in here. Breathing out, let's allow that elbow to open to the sky. Breathing in and down. So these are the muscles that our body does not want us to stretch. They're the ones that are super tight. I'll open that chest towards me or towards the camera, whatever way you can allow it to come into a different plane of motion. Good. Open. Breathing in and down. Breathing out and open. Breathing in and down. Excellent. Breathing out and open. Breathe in and down. And one more time. Breathing out and open. Breathing in and down. Hand drops to the floor on this side. I want you to tuck, before we do the right side, tuck your toes in under you, pushing through the heels of your hand. We're going to peel our knees off the floor, pushing all the way back with our heels flat to the floor. So into that downward facing dog position. If it's too much to tolerate both of those heels flat to the floor, I want you to bend your knees ever so slightly and keep your heels raised off the floor. Good, so we're just going to work here for a second. If you can tolerate it with your head folding forward like this. Now I want you to walk the knees in and out. So as we push our right heel to the floor, our left knee bends in and out. Good, breathing. Out. In. Out. In. Good. Stretching out those muscles of the calves. Excellent. As we push and bend. Push and bend. Excellent. Push and bend. Push and bend. That's super. Keep going for me. Push. So straightening out one leg, bending the other. Good. 3, 2, 1. Coming forward onto your knees. Hands onto your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, I want you to allow your right hand behind your head. Take your elbow out to the side and then fold it down towards your left elbow. So we're going with the right side now into thoracic rotation. Breathe in here. Breathing out, let's open through that right arm, opening all the way to the ceiling. Good, breathe. Breathing out and down. Good, breathe and open. Good, breathe and down. Lovely, keep going for me. So the last thing that we want to do here is hold our breaths, because if we hold our breaths, we're increasing that tension in our thoracic cavity. We are increasing the tension that we're trying to let go of. And down. Good, breathe and reach. Lovely, breathe and fall. Good, and reach. Last 2. Breathe and reach. Breathe and lower. Excellent. And reach. All the way to the floor. Hand drops to the floor on that right side. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, I want you to walk forward on the mat. Turn around and sit down for me. So we're coming into a sitting position to begin with. I want you to tuck your right and left leg in towards your bottom on both sides. Tuck your chin right into your knees. Peel your feet off the floor and lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Good. Take your time as you put your right and left leg to the floor. I want you to take your hands out to L shapes from your body. Good, breathe in here. Breathing out, we're going to keep the backs of our hands flat on the floor as we come all the way up into Y and back down into L. So sliding your elbows up and down. So just trying to open up our chest. So breathing out as we push. Breathing in as we draw down. Good, so really opening up that chest, trying to keep that expansion in our rib cage, in our pelvis, just trying to keep those forearms flat on the floor as we slide up and slide down. Breathe for me, good. Breathing out as we push. Breathing in as we pull, good. Keep our arms now here in that L-shaped position, breathe in here. Breathing out, I want you to drop your legs to the left. Excellent. Breathing up and over to the right. Breathing, so clicks and clunks are okay. Over we come. and back. Good, breathe and over. Breathe and back. Breathe and over. Good, breathe and back. So just massaging that spine, the pelvis off the bottom of the mat. Good, now take your heels in close to your bottom. Take your hands down by your side now. Shrug your shoulders back and down so that your your shoulder blades are resting nicely on the floor. Heels in close to your bottom. Take them in to meet each other initially, and then I want you to take them out to 10 to 2 and slowly to parallel. We're just going to elongate through the front of our bodies here. Breathe in. Breathing out, I want you to peel back through your sit bones, your tailbone, peeling your pelvis, your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back all the way up off the mat. Good. Breathe in here. Breathing out, lower through the top of the back, the middle part of the back, and slowly tucking your tailbone and sit bones in under you, rolling forward and back. So mobilizing out those segments of the spine, but also thinking about it as an exercise to encourage a little bit of glute activity. Good, breathe in here. Breathing out, rolling down through the top, middle, lower, sit bones. Breathe, rolling forward and up. Peeling that pelvis up, lower back, middle back, upper back, and up. Breathe and slowly peel down, down, down. And this is an opportunity to think about what weight distribution we're allowing through our legs. So quite often what we will do, and we don't realize, is that we're actually doing an awful lot of work on one side compared to the other. Breathing and down. Good, breathe and roll. Breathe and peel all the way back down. So like it's the skin of an orange and you're peeling it right off. So slowly peeling up. Now this time we're going to reach to the top. And I want you to imagine that somebody is pulling you through your kneecaps. So you're pulling forward through the knees and reaching that pelvis and that rib cage up a little bit higher so that we're coming into a shoulder bridge. Breathe in here. Breathing out, rolling back down through the knees. Good. Breathe, rolling. So let's come all the way up into that extended out position here now. We're just going to work with elongating the trunk a little bit more. So we're up on that shoulder bridge. If it's too uncomfortable on your neck or on your shoulders, come down ever so slightly. So don't go into that end range. So if you can tolerate it, I want you to imagine that somebody is pushing. You've got hot irons under your bum now, and you're going to really reach up through your bottom. Reaching out through the knees, breathe in and out. Breathe in here, breathing out, peeling all the way back down. Let's do 2 more. So we're coming rolling up, peeling our pelvis to the very top of range that we can tolerate. So don't go any further than that if you can't tolerate it. All the way up. Rest your neck, rest your shoulders. So try imagine now that somebody is pulling you from the pelvis, extending you to the ceiling. Hold here, breathe in. Breathing out, slowly rolling back through the top of the spine, middle, lower, all the way to the pelvis. Very last one, take a deep breath in. Breathing out, let's roll back through the knees, sit bones. Good, let's go up, 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 peeling our pelvis all the way up. Now we're going to come up into that very end range. Now we're going to just think about opening up our chest, our rib cage, our sit bones are coming right up. Breathe in here. And out. Breathe in here. And out. Breathe in here. And out, peeling from the top of the shoulders, middle back, lower back, slowly down. Good. Take your knees gently and slowly to the left and to the right. Take any tension out of the spine. Good. Keep breathing for me, over and back. Lovely. Let's take our right foot now and place it on our left thigh. Take our hands and thread them through the gap. Good. Resting your head, neck, and shoulders down to the floor, I want you to encourage that left knee to your chest. So where we're feeling that stretch, if we have a good technique, is we're feeling it deep in that right glute, so out on the outside of that right glute. And I want you to rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. And breathe deep into the tummy. Rest your toes, rest your neck, rest your shoulders. Good. Slowly drop that foot to the floor on the left side. I want you now to straighten out that left leg and take your right knee to your chest and give it a big hug. Good. Take your right knee now, slowly and gently over towards the left side. Good. While you're bringing your right knee to the left shoulder, turn and look towards that right shoulder. Good. Breathe here for me. Encourage that knee to your chest a small bit more. Really stretching out those glute muscles. So the glute muscles are ones that get quite tight quite a bit. So we need to make sure that we're stretching them out. Good. Hands behind your thigh on that right side now. I want you to bring your knee out in line with your shoulder and slowly point that toe all the way to the ceiling. Bring your knee to your chest a little bit more so that we get as great a hamstring stretch as we can tolerate. So we're really trying to straighten out that knee and hold it there and breathe and relax. Good. Breathe for me here. Good. Breathe and relax. Well done. Good. Now drop that heel to your bottom and now point it all the way to the ceiling again. Good. So same leg. So really looking for that stretch in the hamstring, trying to encourage as much loosening as possible in that hamstring. Good. Hold here and breathe. God. Good. Drop that heel to your bottom. And then I want you to place that foot on the floor. Take your left leg and put it right over onto that right thigh. Good. Take your hands and thread them through the gap and on the outside. And we're coming up into what we call a piriformis stretch, but it's a deep glute stretch, really. So these are the stretches that we would be encouraging for sciatica type pain. So sciatica comes from the pain or the sciatic nerve being pinched. And this muscle that we're stretching out here, piriformis, is one of the muscles that holds the sciatic nerve. So the sciatic nerve travels through it. So if we can at all encourage a stretch of our piriformis, everything in the hip joint will loosen out a little bit more. Good. And if you've had sciatic symptoms before, you'll know how horrible, really, really horrible they are. So it's important to keep everything loose regularly rather than letting it build up. Good. Keep that nice and relaxed. Gently encourage that right knee to your chest, maybe a little bit more if you can feel the stretch. Good. Breathe in here. And out. Relax the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. Good. Holding here for another deep breath in. And slowly out. Dropping that right foot to the floor. I want you to straighten out the right leg now and encourage your left knee to your chest and then slowly towards that right shoulder. So encouraging it to the chest is getting a glute stretch. And then what we're doing is we're actually getting a stretch of the muscles on the outside of our glute as we bring it across to the right shoulder. As we bring our knee to our right shoulder, I want you to turn and look to your left side. Good. Breathe in here. And out. Good. Breathe in. And out. Good. Take your hands behind your thigh now. I want you to push that foot. So keeping your knee quite close to your chest, I want you to push that toe all the way up into a straight knee, if at all possible. So an extended knee to get a hamstring stretch here. Good. Try to relax your neck and shoulders. Feel no tension in your neck, your shoulders, your back. And breathe and relax. Hold here. Good. Excellent. Drop that heel to your bottom. And then I want you to push it towards the ceiling again. So we're coming all the way back up. So that sciatic nerve that we just talked about in relation to piriformis travels right down through these hamstring muscles into the back of the leg. That's why here in this position, if we encourage our toes down towards our face, so I wouldn't encourage that, but if we did, we would feel a pinch at the back of our knee, and that's our sciatic nerve getting extra stretched. Good. Hold here. Excellent. And drop that one to your bottom and then slowly to the floor. Excellent. I want you to take your hands right up overhead now, and I want you to push your toes away. So I'm going to get you to imagine that somebody is pulling you from your toes and from your fingertips, and they're really stretching you out from both sides. So close your eyes and imagine that somebody is, after attaching you to a traction table, and you're being pulled. So I want you to push, 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 push. Deep breath here. And relax those shoulders, relax those fingertips, relax those toes. Well done. Okay, coming over onto our side now. So I want you to come over onto the side that's handiest for you, facing me. And if you have a pillow or a cushion, just pop it in under your head. I'm going to take our hands out in prayer position here, straightening our bottom leg and bending our top leg ever so slightly so it's on the floor in a right angle. Good. Breathe in here. Breathing out, I want you to take your top hand right up off your bottom hand, and we're going to reach all the way up and over to the floor. Good. Breathe in. Breathing out, pushing those fingertips up and over to the floor. Let's go again. So we're trying to encourage as much opening of our chest, of our rib cage, through our thoracic spine, into our lumbar spine, right over so that our shoulder blades get as close to the floor as possible. If you suffer from pain or tightness or tension, take this one really slow. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in. Breathing out, let's lift. Over, 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 and hold. Breathe in. Breathing out, let's reach up, over, and down. And last one, breathe in. Breathing out, let's reach up, over, over, opening that shoulders, really trying to relax those shoulder blades to the floor. Breathe here. Breathing out, let's push that fingertip all the way to the ceiling. Over we come. Hands resting flat on the floor. Good. I want you to take that bottom hand now and place it in under your ear. Take the bottom leg into a little bit of a bend, and then the top leg you're going to hold with your hand behind your back. Good. So what we're getting here is we're getting at a quad stretch. So if you encourage a little bit more of your pelvis pushing forward and gently drawing your knee back behind you to stretch out the front of our leg. Hold here, breathe in. As you breathe out, try to encourage that pelvis and that hip coming forward a little bit more. Good, breathe in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Out and rest that foot all the way to the floor. Good. Take your cushion out here. I'm going to get you to gently push up into sitting. Tuck in your knees. And we're going to come all the way down to the other side. So bring that cushion with you. Resting all the way down on our side, on this side. Hands out in front in prayer position. Knee in a right angle in front. Bottom leg straight. Take a breath in here. Breathing out. Let's reach up with our top hand. Reaching over, 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 over. And if you hear clicks and clunks, that is okay. Breathe in. And breathing out as you reach back. Good. Breathe. Breathing out and open. So we're trying to open through the chest, the rib cage, the pelvis. Good. Breathe in. And out and back. So this is your opportunity to allow your body to fully relax as we open through that thoracic spine. And like I said, if you find it difficult or if it's too painful, what I want you to do is not go as far here. Let's go one more time. Deep breath in. Breathing out and reach up, over, over, over. Hold here. Open your chest to the ceiling. Breathe in again. Breathing out all the way back. Excellent. Take that bottom hand and put it in under your ear. I want you to slightly bend your bottom leg and take your top foot behind you. And we're coming into a quad stretch on this side. So we're encouraging that knee, hip, and shoulder to be all in one line, straight down from the top. And if you can at all, the ear is coming into that line. So try not to crunch too far forward with your body. So bringing that knee back behind us, pushing with our bum and our pelvis, driving forward through that hips, the hip bone, so that we get a little bit more of a stretch in that quad in the front. Good. So muscles that get tight when we walk or when we run are quads, hamstrings, glutes, lots of muscles of the spine, and unfortunately, because of what's happening out in the world at the moment, we're actually getting a lot of tension in our neck and in our shoulders. And I think that's correlating over into the walking, and we're increasing our tension in our neck and shoulders. So it's really important to try and relax everything and stretch everything out quite regularly. Good. Drop that foot all the way to the floor, turning onto our tummies now. So our cushion is right under our head. Take your hands from beside our chest, pushing all the way up onto all fours. Follow that through by tucking your toes in under you and coming all the way up into downward facing dog, keeping those feet nice and flat. Breathe in here. Breathing out, I want you to lift your left toe up into the air, bringing it all the way out to the side beside us. Good. Holding here now as you drop our pelvis down to the floor a little bit, dropping through our bottoms, but also trying to keep that back leg as straight as possible. Breathe in here. Breathing out, we've got our left leg, so we're going to thread our left hand through. We're going to reach up to the ceiling. Breathe in, breathing out and down. Good, breathe. Breathing out and reach. Keeping that back leg straight to get that added benefit of the hip flexor stretch on the back. Good, breathe in. Breathing out and thread. One more time, breathing in. Breathing out and reach. Good, take that hand to the floor. I want you to drop the back knee to the floor, resting the toe on the floor. Take a deep breath in here. Breathing out, let's gently push back up into kneeling. So we're on our back leg now here. We're going to work in and out of this hip flexor on the back leg. Take a breath in. Breathing out, I want you to gently come in and out. Good, so we're going to use our breath. We're coming back into a seated position. So when we come back into our seated position, our foot on the front foot is flat. Our bum is sitting back and we're bringing our hands down to the floor. So we have a lovely hamstring stretch here. Breathe in. Breathing out, hands come up off the floor. Come forward with our pelvis driving through. Eyes are gazing forward if you can. Breathe in here. Breathing out, let's push back through. Flat foot in the front, fingertips come down to the floor. Breathing and pushing. Opening up that lovely rib cage, opening up the pelvis. Breathe. And drop. Breathe. Good. And forward, fingertips to the floor. Breathing, so really trying to sit that bottom back. So for all of us, it's going to be a different position that we can get into. Breathing out and back. Good. One more time, breathing all the way forward. Breathing and back. Now taking our hands up off the floor, we're coming forward, 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 pushing through those fingertips, reaching those fingertips all the way to the ceiling, opening up through those two knees, pushing our pelvis forward as much as possible, bringing our chest, our heart and our lungs facing out and up. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Breathing out, fingertips all the way to the floor. Take them inside that front foot. I want you to extend through that back leg, lifting your knee up off the floor. Take that front leg back leg forward here. Breathe in. So back leg is going to stay straight now here. Breathing out, we have our right foot. Thread our right hand through and reach our right hand to the ceiling. Good. Breathing in and down. Breathing out and open. Breathing in and down. Breathing out and open. Keep that back leg as straight as possible, sinking through your pelvis a little bit more and open. Breathing and opening. Hold here, breathe in. Breathing out, drop that hand to the floor, rest that back knee to the floor, rest the toes down to the floor. Hold here, take a deep breath in. Breathing out, I want you to pull your body back up into kneeling onto that back leg. We're going to plant our front foot. We're going to work in and out of this position, so taking a deep breath in. So same rules apply as the other side. We're going to work in and out, so gently in, using our breath to guide us, opening up that space. Breathing out, front foot is flat. We're going to come forward, sitting back onto those heels, or trying to. We're not going to get there. Front foot stays flat. Fingertips down to the floor. Breathe in. As you come forward, go, breathe, and back. Fingertips to the floor. Excellent. Working in and out. So we all have different abilities, different ranges of movement in our muscles. So the most important thing here is to work with what you have. Do not push through pain to feel more pain. Breathe. And forward. Good. Breathe. And back. Excellent. Breathe and forward. Good. Trying to straighten and open those two knees as much as possible. Good. Breathe and back. Foot flat on the floor if you can in front. Good. Breathe. And all the way back. Last one now. All the way forward for me. And as we come forward, fingertips come up off the floor. We're reaching through those fingertips, opening through the ribcage, the pelvis, encouraging that pelvis as much as is possible forward. So opening up that space between the rib cage, chest, heart, and lungs, pointing up and away from the floor. And breathe and sink into it. Good, breathe. And sink. Good, breathe. And sink your body back. Hands to the floor, dig in the back toe. Lift the back knee, pull that back leg or front leg back. And I want you now to bring your back leg forward in between your two hands into what we call a pigeon pose. So our back leg is going to stay straight. Front leg bent in under our chest. Belly button now is going to come down towards our shin on this side. Good. Hold here now as we rest our bodies down. Stacking our hands underneath our forehead. So we get a nice gentle relaxation here. Breathe in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Resting your body down. Resting your body down to the floor. Good. Hands by your chest, now pushing up from there. I want you to pull that front leg back leg forward, and slowly down to the floor in this position. Excellent. So what we're encouraging here in pigeon pose is a stretch of our glute muscles. Stretch the muscles that come back down to our lower back. Excellent. Good. Hands slowly by the chest. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, lift your body with your two hands. Pull that front leg back. Widen out your knees. Sitting all the way back onto your heels. Breathing for me. And out. Good. I want you to push through your fingertips all the way forward, and then relax your elbows down to the floor. Good. Take your left hand out to the side and your right hand over on top, and rest your head down between your two shoulders. Good. Breathe in for me here as you bring your right hand out to the side, your left hand over on top, and bring your body and your head right down in between your two shoulders. And out. Good. Breathe in. Breathing out, hands back to the center. Come all the way up onto all fours. Turn your body down, around, and sit cross-legged facing me. Excellent. Hands resting on your knees on both sides. Bringing your chest open. I want you to shrug your shoulders back and down. Breathe in here. Breathing out, we're going to take our left hand out to the side, our right hand over onto our left knee, and gently turn our body towards that left side. Breathe in. Breathing out, right hand comes up, over, left hand over on top of that right knee, and slowly reaching around to that right side. Good, I want you to bring both hands now back to the knees. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, I want you to shrug your shoulders up, back, around, and down. Breathe in. Breathing out, drop your chin slowly to your chest, your left ear to your left shoulder, and slowly turn and look at your left shoulder. Try if you can to draw down through your elbows so that you get an extra added stretch through that side. Breathe in here. Breathing out, roll your chin to your chest in the front, slowly coming all the way up. Breathing in, breathing out, dropping that chin slowly to the chest. And slowly towards that right shoulder and turn and look at it. Forward slowly back with your chin to your chest and looking all the way up to me. I want you to turn and look your head over your left shoulder now. And back and over your right shoulder. Good. Hands coming out onto the floor. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, I want you to come all the way up with your hands. Clasp them on top. Turn them around. And push them all the way up overhead. Breathe in. Breathing out, allow the hands all the way back down. Good. Breathe in again. Breathing out, let's reach. So fingertips coming all the way up overhead. Overhead. Clasp them, turn them upside down. Pushing palms to the ceiling. Breathe in here. Breathing out, slowly drop them to T-shapes. Tuck your hands in under your armpits and roll your elbows around in big circles. Slowly breathing. Open and close and open and close. We're going to leave it there for this morning. Well done to everybody. Going to stop the